Hey guys, and welcome back to Crypto Cypher. In today's video, we will be talking about Robert Kiyosaki's final caution. Most people are unaware of what's coming. No, I don't think Bitcoin is a solution to the global economic issue. We're all doomed. COVID-19 pandemic in 2022 caused inflation to rise to 8.5%, the highest level since 1982 during this time period. As a result, those making the federal poverty level are at danger. Over half of America's workforce is made up of people who are unemployed or underemployed. By raising the inflation rate further, we are putting these employees at risk of losing their jobs, as well as crash the stock market and the whole economy. When the revolution occurs, that's when it all begins. By allowing Russia and China to collude against US, Robert Kiyosaki claims that our leaders are to fault for our current economic disaster. It's no secret that the United States is a net importer of goods. We're just making stuff up. The XL and Keystone pipelines, which may serve as the most accessible method to carry oil and provide substantial contributions to the country's economy, were delayed by Biden, and we were doomed. In addition, I am concerned that the FBI may have lost Hunter Biden's laptop, which had who knows what private or sensitive material in a strange and unexpected disappearance. Things are just going to become worse in the future. We should be concerned about the absence of financial education in our schools, which is critical for understanding microeconomics in our money-centric and risky environment. It's not only our finances, entitlements, and the state of war in the Defense Department that are out of control. Now that we've finished with our debt to GDP, we can call it a day. A clear indication that we have a weak leader in charge and that the United States of America is on the verge of collapse. Kiyosaki also expressed his fears that things are just going to become worse. Because he can spend his silver coins wherever without fear of being tracked down by the authorities, he claims he had enough of this dictatorship and has been buying canisters of it for years. Please share your opinions on the current state of our economy before continuing with the video. Do you really believe this is beyond our control? Leave your thoughts in the space provided below. As a result, Kiyosaki referred to the United States as a quote-unquote bubble producer since we had stopped creating anything. That's not to say there aren't advantages to a bubble bust, such as lower costs. When the economy went into freefall in 2008, everything was discounted, even property. The repo market has reversed once again, signaling that the economy is deteriorating and that a slump is quite possible in the near term. Biden's decision to halt construction of the pipeline led to an increase in the price of oil, which in turn increased the cost of fertilizer, making it more difficult for people to grow food. Our lives are intertwined with everything else in the universe. It has an impact on everyone. In the United States, 40% of the population is living below the poverty line. Inflation will have the greatest impact on these people, and it will cause the greatest amount of distress. If the stock market fails, the baby boomers will be wiped out. This is obviously a poor scenario. Robert Kiyosaki, the gloom and doom preacher, has been revealed. The best kind of pessimist since we already know that the worst case situation will be. Gloom and dread rule the Ross in the financial market at the moment. The Fed's tightening of monetary policy has caused the yield curve to invert, a sign that the economy is headed for a downturn. A 10% decline in the S&P 500 and a 20% decline in cryptocurrency prices are also reported. Despite the fact that everything seems to be going downhill, we should stay optimistic since there are many new and creative methods to invest your money that are developing in the business. In view of the exceptional volatility and inflation rates, JP Morgan has warned that alternatives are no longer an option. However, thanks to a handful and intelligent people who have harnessed the power of technology, entry to previously inaccessible alternative marketplaces like the cryptocurrency market is now simpler than ever. Cryptocurrency's remarkable growth may be seen in the fortress of the early adopters, investors, and the new investors who made money rapidly and created new ways to do so. As a result, many people and companies were able to grow and develop depending on trade as their principal source of revenue. Since the economy is so adaptable, it is easy to keep up with the developments in the sector. With this massive economic void, the cryptocurrency may fill. Another factor contributing to the public's interest in cryptocurrencies is an increase in the number of software tools available. Due to the decentralized nature of Bitcoin, international trading is possible from anywhere in the world. Using this new technology might lead to an improved feeling of financial connectedness and empowerment for everyone. When it comes to economic development and inclusion, it is only a matter of time until virtual currencies become an intrinsic part of our everyday life. Millions of individuals will have the choice to utilize cryptocurrencies to make investments, move monies across national boundaries, save money, start companies, and much more in the coming years. Our ability to access finance and financial services might be improved as a consequence of blockchain technology. Using cryptocurrency would have a huge economic effect. For the first time in my life, I am beginning to believe that cryptocurrencies may help solve our country's economic woes. For now, let's take a closer look at the Bitcoin blockchain. Volatility in Bitcoin has been squeezing for the sixth straight day, according to on chain experts like Will Clement. Regardless of where it goes, this implies that it will happen rapidly and forcefully. Finally, here's a piece from Will Clement's study on Bitcoin user adoption, which illustrates the market's short term noise and volatility grabbing investors' attention. Will Clement, the wider picture shows that, despite all, we are only getting started. This concludes our coverage for the day. Don't miss any of our future uploads by hitting the notify button if you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you've learned from your experiences navigating in the crypto market to date. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.